Hello, ladies and gentlemen. September is actually still a tiny bit away. Still, Blizzard already dropped a preview for the trading post yesterday, because the trading post next month is going to be really sick. I can already tell you that. Hundreds of items are coming back that were previously available in the trading post, mainly because of BlizzCon. Accordingly, the theme is friendship, which we want to celebrate, and friendship is the focus at the trading post this September, as Azeroth celebrates BlizzCon 2026. Of course, there are new things again, including these chameleons here, and there are new or special vendors who are bringing back a selection of older items. So if you can in any way, try to save up your trader's tender a bit, if in the past, I don't know, there were mounts that you missed out on and you're sad about it. Because there's really a lot more coming up again. What it is, we take a look at in this video. I would really appreciate it if you leave a like and subscribe. That would really support me, and with that, let's get started. First, we see the new items here, and that mainly includes this mount, the deep green ornate leaf deceiver. We already saw all of this a few weeks ago through data mining. There are a total of 4 chameleon mounts. 2 of them will be available this month in the trading post. What will happen with the other 2? Whether they will ever be available? No idea. We don't know that as of now. Then we have Gummi here. That was a promo item, which, if I'm not mistaken, was available through a, what was it, trolley promo? In any case, let me check again. It was added in 11.0. And yeah, apparently the whole thing was part of a promo event. So Blizzard also said, hey, promo items should come back in some form. That's what they're doing with this. We can see here the ornate turquoise chameleon is actually included as well. I didn't even notice that the first time I read it. What an idiot I am. So there are actually 2 chameleons to get here, as well as the stubborn priest strider and the ember feathered highland griffin. So everything is in retail. There are already 4 mounts to get here again. It's also nice that these 2 chameleons only cost 500. That's actually a pretty solid price. And the other mounts that are returning, we've already had those. This here is the stubborn priest strider. And this here is the Highland Griffin. This fine piece here. So, treat yourself if you haven't had it yet. Especially the Strider. At 325 tokens, it's quite affordable. Otherwise, we have plenty of new Transmog appearances. We see the usual stuff here, you know, these Magia capes and other things. There are new tabards, new tracksuits, and so on and so forth. And we can see here the Speaker's Ceremonial Collection is included. This is also a set that was available before. Looks pretty nice. Costs 575 tokens. So you can get it again with that. There were also some old and new weapon transmogs included. And the bonus reward this month is the Ornate Crimson Chameleon. In other words, that's Chameleon 3 out of 4. So, that just leaves one missing. Let's see if it will be available again at some point, or maybe not. But things get interesting with this one. Check out the trading post. BlizzCon is being celebrated. And for that, you'll see it here. Treasures from past offers, with many returning mounts, pets, toys, and armor and weapon transmogs have been added. That's really awesome. So basically it's a vendor with a best of selection where you can get everything that was available recently. You can see here everything is sorted by mounts, pets, and so on. And you can see here just how incredibly much stuff there is. I haven't counted exactly, but there must be at least 100 plus items in total that are available there on top of everything else. Just here, look at how many Transmog items there are. Yeah, you can get so much from this. I would just sum it up by saying pretty much all the special items that were available in the trading post, whether it's mounts, weapons, transmogs, or pets, you can buy them all here again. Every now and then, certain items come back. But here, it's basically all of them at once. If you want to check in the game, just type trading post in the mount search here. And then you'll see all the mounts here that you could get through it. So you would also have to check if, for example, this Ashadar will return. Because those were special monthly rewards. But if you take a look at the mounts here, these war sabers are back. The Croquet Crocodile from Fasshaxe is back. So for example, this one here. Magenta Cloud Serpent, the Azure Peacock, and this Sun Peacock is included. Spectral Griffin and Spectral Wind Rider. Tyrael's Charger, that's this one here. I would say about 90 to 95% of all mounts that ever existed are now back. This one isn't on the list now, at least I haven't found it. Here, Ashadar. But you can see it. There were a ton of things that you could buy there. And I just think it's cool that Blizzard is bringing it all back and giving everyone... They already did that once before. But for everyone who maybe didn't play back then or is new, it gives them the chance to get involved again. To get all those awesome mounts that are included. All of Mogs. And everything else that comes with it. The only downside at this point, the cheapest mounts you can get here cost 300 tender. For example, the Crocolisk from Fasshaxe costs 300 tender. The Corcoran Warsaber costs 300 tender. But all in all, most of these things cost 500 tokens. With the two most expensive mounts, this is the Riding Turtle here for 600. And the Blazing Hippogriff, that one costs 650. That means, unless you happen to have 30,000 traders tender, you won't be able to buy them all again. What the article unfortunately doesn't mention is whether Blizzard will give out bonus tender. We've had that in some months before. That's instead of 1,000. So you always get 500 from the chest and 500 from this traveler's log here. Sometimes we've already had it where there were 2,000 instead of 1,000. I assume it'll be the same this month. But they didn't mention it in the blog post. That means there may not be any after all. But I would be very surprised. When they bring so many items, it's usually the case that players can earn a bit more. So that they simply have access to as many items as possible. And yes, that brings us to the end here. Really, really awesome trading post lineup. I think it's one of the best in recent months, if not of the year. I'm looking forward to it. What are you excited about? Write it in the comments. All links are in the video description. There you can, for example, check the list again to see if your favorite mount is included. And with that, see you in the next video. Have a great time. Take care.